Hi, this is AJ Mendez-Brooks, and you're listening to It's Eric Nagel.
Segment 2 of the show. Eric and Jordan here with you, talking about television, movies, streaming updates, all the news that is fit to print. But as we always do when we get into this segment, we talk about things that we are watching, we are playing, we are reviewing, and we are consuming. Jordan, start us off. What have you been up to?
Last time we did a show live was Sunday. It was the same day that the episode 4 of It, Welcome to Derry, dropped. So I watched that night. I am really enjoying that show. Like, it is really creepy. It's really cool. It's really fun. I'm mixed on whether or not you're going to like it. Some of it's kind of gross, like just some of the visuals of it. But otherwise, I'm really enjoying the show a lot.
I saw a post online where the person was complaining that they couldn't enjoy the show anymore because the infrastructure of the town does not match what the actual infrastructure is needed for a population of that size. And he was breaking down the sewage system.
So upset.
Yeah, like he was going through all of this stuff here, and I'm sitting there and go, this is probably more fascinating than the show is, because I have not watched the show, but the guy was talking about how the roads were paved, how the water was flowing through there, the power lines, like he was going through all of this stuff. It's like, wow, this is a perspective that I didn't think anyone needed.
That's really funny, actually.
But
it's like the same people that like take Seinfeld and then go, logistically, when you see him going into his apartment from the hallway and then he's in his apartment in the way it's shaped, there's no way that hallway exists in the way that apartment is shaped. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I guess you really don't think.
And there was not a giant Kenny Rogers roaster sign next to Kramer's window in Manhattan. Sorry.
So yeah, I've been enjoying that show. I think they're only doing 8 episodes, so we're at the halfway point. They did a little like mid-season trailer, some crazy shit looks like it's about to happen. So I'm very much enjoying that. I found another show on Netflix that I had no idea existed. I only watched the first episode, but I am all in. I love this kind of stuff. It's called Last Samurai Standing. I think it's like 6 episodes. I watched the first episode, and it's like
it's not even a competition. It's just whoever doesn't get cut in half.
Right. It's just them swinging swords around. Right. It's not a competition show. Well, I mean, it is, but it's an actual like period piece. It's it's like a samurai goes in and enters a competition, and it's basically Last Samurai Standing. It's like a free-for-all King of the Hill kind of situation. Mm-hmm. It's really, really good. Like I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to continue with that. I only watched the first episode, but I think there is 6. What I've been playing is I got the new Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment for the Switch 2. That's one really fun. I love anything Legend of Zelda and all that fun stuff. So this one's really fun, a little bit different than the typical Legend of Zelda games. It's one of those, I hate calling it hack and slash. There is actually a strategy to it where it's like you have to place your troops and control the battlefield using all these different tactics and things like that. But it's a prequel to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where you can kind of see the imprisonment, the imprisoning war and all that stuff. So it's really cool so far. I played some more Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer. That game's terrible. Don't waste your time. It's one of the worst Black Ops or Call of Duty games I've played, and I am just not having fun with it. It is. I think I want to get Battlefield. Like I didn't buy Battlefield yet. I was waiting for Call of Duty to come out on Game Pass. Even for free, I'm just not going to waste my time. It's just boring. And I don't like the multiplayer. People are just too frantic. I'd have to drink like 5 more energy drinks to keep up with some of these idiots. Just not going to do it. It's not worth it. And then I played some more Fortnite Simpsons, because that will be going away, I think, next week.
I have a lot to catch up on
I got the Fortnite Pass, whatever.
I remember when we talked about, hey, when you want to play, let me know. And then I looked down on my phone later and says, oh, Jordan signed on to Xbox an hour ago. I only went on to get so the pass, like, you know, all the stuff when you have Game Pass Ultimate, it gave me the Fortnite pass. So I got on there and I got all that. So I got my Flanders, I got Marge as a witch. I got all those benefits from doing my Xbox pass should kick in now, right?
It should, yeah. You should be fine.
Oh, okay. Because I think I was done finishing the battle pass or whatever.
Yeah, so you should. I got Professor Frink as a banana, so I got all those things. So I popped on real quick just to see it, but I didn't play. So if we want to play, we can play. So, and then I've been listening to the band Bad Omens put out a new song called Left for Good. It's a little harder than some of the other songs that they've done. I'm enjoying it. They're coming out in concert next year. I'm definitely going to go see Bad Omens. Want to I wouldn't say my favorite bands, but they're climbing up there. Something I can really listen to a lot of. And then to make everyone feel old, as of right now, Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, 30th anniversary just dropped with a lot of behind the scenes music, some live music, and just more remastered stuff. I can't believe that's 30 years old. It's just, time is just flying. So, but
Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, Homer Simpson smiling politely.
It's one of my favorites. That's what I've been listening to and watching.
I watched the Eddie Murphy documentary.
I haven't done that yet. Is it
Being
good?
Eddie? Really good. Really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it, especially now that I know where the puppets fall into play. He put that clip out where he had a Bill Cosby puppet and a Richard Pryor puppet. He's going to be doing something soon as the puppets and Eddie Murphy.
Interesting.
It talked about everything except the trans prostitute thing, which I don't know if it even needed to be in there.
Who cares?
But everything else, I got to tell you, he has this house that has a courtyard in the center of the house, indoor and outdoor courtyard.
Interesting.
The center of the house has a roof that retracts like stadium.
Nice.
Tracks. And it's like a greenhouse kind of center of his roof, and he can hit a switch and it opens up. Now the whole center of the house, all three levels and everything, is open.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
And then he can hit a switch and close it back up, and the house is contained and all of that stuff. It's really, really insane how awesome this house looks.
There was a moment where kind of Eddie Murphy kind of fell off for a little bit, where he was doing a lot of these dumb movies, Pluto Nash and things like that. So it's like he kind of
he talks about all of that too.
Yeah, and like his stock kind of dipped a bit, and then he did a Netflix movie that I absolutely love. That
Dolomite?
I watched. Yeah, My Name is Dolomite.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I've watched that twice, and it's just
really good at it.
Really good. I even went, and when I was doing my other show, I watched the movie Dolomite from the 70s just to be like, I've seen Eddie Murphy's version of all this, and I watched it. And I'm just like, that was awesome. Like, that movie was really good. So if you want to get back into,
if he wants
Eddie
to do
Murphy
being black exploitation style documentary movie,
that would be so good.
If he comes out as Blackula,
that would be good.
It's like, well, I didn't really hit the mark with Vampire in Brooklyn. What if I give Blackula a try?
I couldn't tell if Vampire in Brooklyn was trying to be serious or a comedy until I watched it. And I was like, oh, he's trying to make like a serious vampire movie, but it looked like it was a comedy.
But he did talk about, and goes, that's when you know that you've really lost touch with yourself. When he said it, when you make Vampire in Brooklyn.
That's so crazy.
He takes some shots at himself.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, go give that a chance. And it's, what is it, Netflix, called Being Eddie. Go watch that. Real quick, Funkin' Deep in the chat here saying, have you all seen Delicious in Dungeon?
I haven't.
I don't know what that is. Give that a look-see while I tell you what else that I watched. I started watching Gen V Season 2.
Is it good?
It's in. Yes. I am an even bigger fan of Lizzie Broadway than I was before, because they keep finding new ways for her to fall out or explode in her clothing and just be almost completely naked in random scenes.
Oh no!
She was in an archive where she got all excited about something, and it triggered the growth spurt, and she blew up a library. And she's just laying there, kind of on the floor sideways, covering her boobs. And the guy she's with, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, got too excited." She goes, "And my boobs." And then she started going like this. She started going, pew, 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 pew. And he's like, "Stop it," screaming at her. It was very funny. So,
well, that's cool.
Yeah, so far it's okay. It's really leaning into that Homelander and right-wing people. Everyone's a Nazi. Everything, it's reflecting the times, I guess. But as far as the superhero stuff goes and the lore, I forgot the one girl controls her powers are controlling blood.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who's running the school now, his name is Cypher.
Okay.
You saw him in the first season, but he's kind of coming off like, remember the villain in, what was the show that was called Save the Cheerleader?
Oh, Heroes.
The guy who played Spock.
Oh,
but you know,
Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto. He was the villain. He's kind of coming off as his villain character from Heroes. This guy Cypher in Gen V.
So that guy, he's actually really good. Did you ever see the one where he played a priest?
Mm-hmm.
And like he ended up being like a vampire. It's on Netflix. It's
I've
really
not
good.
seen that. No,
that one's a really good one. His name is Hamish Linklater, and he was in a few other properties. Yeah, he's a good actor. But yeah, I can see that being very. What was the? Oh, she's talking about the dungeon one. Yeah, it's like a Japanese anime looking thing. I don't know if you'd be
recommend that show if you're a foodie.
Yeah, they got a lot of pictures of food on there. Looks like they're eating constantly.
Okay.
Spuds real quick actually brought up something. No one's really talking about King of the Hill reboot. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Like we loved it. They actually signed on to do another season and then a season after that. So they split this season into 2. So you're going to get 10 episodes into 10 episodes. And then they just signed on one extra.
There has been
so
a ton of positive reviews for that.
Yeah, it's great.
Mike Judge has been getting a lot of praise. He was doing the talk show and podcast circuit for a while. Mm-hmm. Was getting a lot of praise for the people were skeptical because King of the Hill is beloved, and not just from like the Fox Sunday night animation stuff or whatever. King of the Hill had like Simpsons audience and other people, but it had its own audience. It's valued differently than a lot of other animated shows. People were very concerned about bringing this back. They loved it. It's fantastic.
I gotta say, I was skeptical, and then when I watched it,
it's like, very good.
It's good.
And he was also getting a lot of praise for the new version of Beavis and Butthead,
which is real good,
where times travels between them being high school kids and then being adults, like on assisted living and what have you. I have to finish that series too, but even that version is fantastic. And instead of music videos, they're watching TikTok and YouTube clips and stuff, and it's still just as hilarious. So King of the Hill reboot, Beavis and Butthead reboot have both been fantastic. You should go check those out. So like I said, Being Eddie I watched, Gen V season 2 I watched, and I've been meaning to go start Alice in Borderland season 3.
I know. I have to really pay attention to that, so I can't. I can't do it like fucking around with other shit. Like I have to like watch it. So I'm eventually going to get to that, and then we're getting down to crunch time here. So I'm going to be playing a lot of Fortnite Simpsons to rack that up. Have you seen the teasers for what's coming next for Fortnite? The new season? Yeah, like the next season. Like I think Kill Bill's coming. Well, sort of. They just put out a video yesterday. It's you see Quentin Tarantino on a red carpet, but the carpet's pink. And it kind of pans around. He's going like this, and he's just looking around, and then it pans around him slowly. And on the back, on the step and repeat, says Fortnite, and all it says is season 7. That's all it says. Yeah, which is what's coming up after they've end the Simpsons stuff next week. So there's been other things that have been dropping here and there. The pussy wagon is just the cat face on the side of the car. Nice. So that will be included in there. I'm waiting to see if they put the crazy 88s. That would be so good. I might have to stay with Fortnite. And I'm getting really mad because I was not a Fortnite person. I didn't want to be a Fortnite person. But The Simpsons got me into this thing. And now that you're seeing Kill Bill, if you can get the yellow and black tracksuit, you might have sold me on this. Just me and Eric and my 9-year-old running around blowing people up, beheading people. It's it'll be fantastic. I do find it funny. Like he was guiding us around. Like my kid was like sitting there like killing people. Me and Eric are like, we'll follow him. Yeah, just mark where you're going. We'll go with you. And then I've been playing more Phasmophobia. The new map, the diner. And I just found out there's some things in the dining section of the diner. There's some artwork on the wall that are revealing the new maps to come. Oh, that's awesome. There's a circus coming. And I forgot what the other ones were, but I remember there's a circus map coming. That's creepy. No, it's great because it reminds me of the AI videos we've been watching. Right, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, oh my God, that shit is happening. It's coming to fruition. And then I got to hurry up and finish
Sea of Thieves. That has been it for me.
Nice.
So let's move on to what's out right now in theaters. The second part to Wicked, Wicked for Good, is going to be out.
Okay reviews.
And a lot of people saying, "Oh, it reveals Dorothy." So it's like I haven't even seen the first one, so good for you. The sequel to Sisu, if you have not seen the first one, it's insane.
Yeah,
Sisu: Road to Revenge, and the Carpenter's Son. What is that?
Nicolas Cage plays Joseph of Arimathea, the father. Or
a Jesus movie.
The Jesus movie. So it's a biblical movie, and he plays Joseph. And it's like dealing with Jesus as like a younger lad. I'm like, ooh, looks weird. The trailer is creepy, but I don't know if it's meant to be. It's just weird. Might be an art house film. Who knows?
All right. Over on Netflix, like we said, B and Eddie is out there, and Man on the Inside season 2. Over on HBO Max, Jordan has been very, very into it. Welcome to Derry, episode 4 and 5 this Sunday, back to back. And then Eddington, which is a movie, right?
That Pedro Pascal movie where
it's
like a COVID movie. Giddle saw it. He said it was okay.
It was out at the same time as Fantastic Four.
It was the whole summer was nothing but Pedro Pascal. So yes, it was like the 3rd or 4th Pedro movie that summer. So
that's there. Over on Peacock, Nobody 2.
Part 2.
I haven't seen part 2. I want to see
neither.
Part 2. Over on Paramount, Landman season 2. Oh, I just bookmarked a show. I'm trying to remember what platform it's on. I think it might be Amazon. Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
It's like 4 seasons into that series.
I never saw it.
I've seen clips, and then I look up, and it's 4 seasons, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm gonna have to watch all.
I think I'm gonna watch
phase to Oklahoma mob boss. I guess I think season 4 brought in Samuel Jackson's in it now. Like he does like a cameo, or he's in a couple episodes or something. I'm like, Jesus.
I might have to consider if I'm going to upgrade to the commercials thing.
Yeah,
because
I'm starting
to watch Gen V is driving me fucking nuts.
It's
because
when
it goes
couple minutes and
break,
5-minute commercials.
One commercial break in between segments or whatever was 5 minutes. I go, and it's not a skip thing. You can't even go backwards. You can't do it. You're locked in there. And I tried, exiting out, come back in, hoping that would glitch it and whatever. Nothing. So I got to the point where I'm like, do I have to consider piracy for a service that I'm paying for because the ads are out of fucking control?
Yeah, they are.
I'm joking, but I'm just like, what do I do here? Do I upgrade all of this stuff? Shut up, Jordan. I don't know. Over on demand, I got Roof Man. I have to rent that.
Yeah, Tom from Alberta told me he watched it the other day and enjoyed it. I haven't. I was going to watch it last night, and I never got around to it. I was doing some writing, and then I threw on that really terrible Benicio del Toro Wolfman movie because I just saw it. I was like, is this really as bad as I remember? It's fucking terrible. I was like, oh shit, this movie's bad.
I want to go back and watch Van Helsing.
That's bad too, but it's fun bad.
That's a fun bad. Yeah. That and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Also a fun bad movie.
Love that movie, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's so fun to watch. Oh, yeah.
But I'll go back and watch those. Over on demand, one battle after another. Is that the DiCaprio movie?
DiCaprio
yeah,
movie,
okay. Yeah. Shelby Oaks, what is that?
It's like a found footage horror movie. Like a bunch of like streamers and stuff like that get a bunch of found footage. They all go missing. All their bodies are found except for one. So then like the sister of that one is trying to find her and piece together what happened through the found footage. Looks creepy. I want to watch it. I just haven't had time yet.
And then If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, which is a great name.
Have you seen anything on this?
No.
So Rose Byrne is like a woman. She's having like depression and all this stuff and things like that. But her therapist is Conan O'Brien. So I've been wanting to watch this movie, but I didn't go to the movie theater because it was very limited release. So,
all right. And before we get on to the news thing here, Charlie is in the chat. Or do you have a call-in number? We used to take call. I mean, we have a phone number for the show.
It's like something Smithers.
We haven't done that in a long 651 Smithers is the phone number. We haven't used it in a long time. We could bring it back, but
is it still active?
Yeah, it's still active. Do we want to try bringing
let's do that as like an end of the year show. Like we'll talk music, we'll do
live
that, and then we'll have people call. Yeah, live calls. Like talk food, we'll talk music. We won't have any like worldly topics. Let's just do something fun.
I mean, the chat system's great. The super chat system's great. And then if this deal works through, the new system that we potentially might be a part of will be even better for what we're trying to do. But I don't know if maybe we'll think about bringing the phones back. Before we get to Jordan and the entertainment news, we do have to remind you that if you're thinking about starting a podcast or looking to grow one that you've already have, you need a platform that's simple, reliable, and built just for creators. That's where Libsyn comes in, and Libsyn is the original home for podcasters. They offer rock solid hosting and intuitive. Oh my God, intuitive. Do you
want to give this to a professional?
No. Intuitive publishing tools and IAB certified analytics so that you can finally stop guessing and start growing. Libsyn is an independent platform that puts creators first, understand your audience, and build your show with confidence. To sign up, go over to Libsyn.com, choose the plan that will fit your needs, and use promo code It's Eric Nagel. That's Eric with a K. At your checkout, and get your first month free. Thank you, Libsyn.
That's hilarious. Right. I thought I was going to do the read and I had it ready to go. And I was like, oh, you got it? Okay, that's fine.
Do you want to try it? Go ahead.
No, forget it. No. The news is brought to you by Libsyn. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or looking to grow.
All right. We've heard that other thing. Bring them back. Go ahead.
No, forget it. All right, let's get to the news. This one's going to be near and dear to both of our hearts, and that's why it's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Stargate.
I'm excited.
Coming back. New series of Stargate is ordered at Amazon. They're moving forward with the new series. Variety has learned the new project hails from Martin Garrow, who began his career with the original Stargate TV franchise, which started, I believe, on Showtime before moving to the Sci-Fi Channel.
The first episode, they cursed and had nudity in it.
Yes, they did. And it was my favorite episode.
You saw Egyptian space titty.
I'm like, oh, that is... They don't have razors. Got it. Exact plot details for the series are being kept under wraps. The series will be produced by Amazon MGM Studios. MGM Studios is the one who originally produced most of the Sci-Fi Channel seasons, but it will be airing on Prime Video. 20 years ago, my first real job in television.
It's all in-house.
It's all in-house. My first real job in television was a story editor on Stargate Atlantis, which I never got fully into. I spent 5 years of the franchise working across all three series. Stargate taught me everything about making television. It's written into my DNA. I'm beyond thrilled that Amazon MGM Studios is entrusting me to guide this incredible franchise to its next phase. Garrow is going to serve as writer, executive producer, and showrunner on the new Stargate. Executive producers also include Joby Harold, Toby Tunnell, but it is going to also have Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, who did the first movie and produced the first series, Stargate SG-1. So I'm excited. That's like they're getting all the parts that made that series good. The problem is we're not going to get a Richard Dean Anderson, but I did see
you say that now.
Yeah, we'll see.
You say that now. If the show comes back and pop, they're going to work in all the other Stargate people in some way.
Well, they could bring Sam. I know they can bring Daniel back. I know Teal'c. I mean, that actor, he's always doing stuff. I mean, he does the voice of Kratos. He's still active in the business. Richard Dean Anderson retired to go take care of his kids. He did a Rick Moranis.
Yeah, but they'll bring him back. He'll be on a video screen somewhere. He's going to be the new
General Hammond.
General Hammond, yeah.
That's what my thought is. Because originally it was like they brought in they brought in Todd Bridges, and then no, it was the other Bridges. I think it was Beau Bridges. He replaced Hammond.
He was second, yeah, because the other guy died. But did you know the original General Hammond was hired because they wanted to recreate the MacGyver and Pete from the Phoenix Foundation combination? So they brought him in because the guy who played Pete from MacGyver had died.
Right.
So they brought this guy in to kind of give it to that thing, and then he died, and then they brought in Beau Bridges for all of that.
So Brad Wright and Joe Mazzoli, longtime creative leaders within Stargate, will also serve as consulting producers. So they have the building blocks, they have the foundation, they have what the creatives that made it work the first time involved. I'm very, very excited for this. Stargate SG-1 was one of my favorite TV shows. I used to watch it like constantly. I quote it constantly.
Hold on a second before we get back in there.
Because
you said, did you say what you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, because I said Todd Bridges took over from Jim.
Oh, okay. And he's like, poor Gary Coleman. No, poor Gary Coleman.
What you talking about, Nagel?
Nope. We're not doing all of that. That is him, by the way. That's not AI. He did that for me. I want to talk to you real quick about, you said the original team's coming on board. I loved Stargate. I loved Stargate Atlantis. I even liked SGU.
I didn't hate SGU. It was just a bummer. Like it was a downer show.
It took, but it was exploring a grander concept.
Sure.
And I guess
it was like Star Trek Voyager, but set in the universe of Stargate.
Yeah, because they were blown out. They went through the ring system and got onto another side of the galaxy where they probably couldn't get back or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was a grander story, connected but separated from all that stuff. I think it was at a time when it was going too slow, and it just kind of fell apart because it only got 2 seasons and then went away. I was lucky because I talked about how much I love Stargate and got ridiculed on Opie and Anthony for it. When the show was going to launch, I got invited to be part of the SPU stuff in New York and whatever. So there's me with, I forgot her name, and Lou Diamond.
Ming-Na Wen. She is still hot. She was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and she still looks good.
So I got to do interviews. I got to be part of that. I got to see the first episode before it launched. I think I even have the hardcover press book that they had where you
awesome
button and the book lights up each channel.
Yeah.
I got to find that because
the chevrons.
Yeah. SGU had Robert Carlyle on there, who was also fantastic. I loved it, and then they canceled it after 2 seasons. So if this new thing, it's not a reboot, it's just a new version of it or whatever. If they could tie in maybe getting a signal from SGU.
Oh,
yeah. And the other thing I love about Stargate is that the original movie,
the time loop episode. Oh, it's my favorite.
The original movie that I love too. The guy who created Stargate, but
Dean Devlin and Roland,
but lost the rights to it, right? He hates SG-1. He hates Atlantis.
Why?
He hates them. He doesn't like them. He wants nothing to do with them. For years, he was trying, because he had a trilogy in his mind to do the movies. He's been trying to get these other 2 movies done. And I guess MGM was just blocking him at every turn because they had the TV rights. But then I guess over time they got something else. And this guy wants to put out Stargate movies that don't have anything to do with the show. And I think at this point is you can't really do that.
No,
if you put out, it's not like you rebooted the movie, right? That's a little different. But
no,
if you're
they just continued it.
If you the what?
Oh no, the show continued the movie. Sorry, I was
the show continued right after the movie and then went a completely different direction than what they wanted to do. If he went and made these 2 other movies that were connected to the first movie, it would be a big fucking problem because like, well, that story doesn't match this story, and the TV show was beloved, especially in Canada because it was all shot in Canada. Like
every planet they went to was a forest planet,
right?
Or a green screen planet. You never got
fjord
or fjord, some kind of mining town.
So yeah, he can't make the movies anymore. I wouldn't mind if they rebooted Stargate as a movie. As much as I like that movie, the effects were so cheap because it was the 90s. But they repeated so many shots wherever the ship was flying. It would
the gliders.
It would just be a zoom in on the cannon that would open up, so you could see it was the same shots reused over and over. So if you could with today's technology, the whoosh that comes out of the ring, I think as much as I love that movie, I'd be welcoming a Stargate movie reboot.
And I didn't hate the series. Like I love Stargate SG-1. It was like when they got to like season 9 and 10, when like everyone like left and it became like the graveyard of Farscape characters. We got like Ben Browder and Claudia Black coming in, and the storyline got a little weird. I still really enjoyed it. Like it was still good.
Yeah, what was the religious alien thing that was the Uni?
The Onai.
Onai?
Yeah. because Monica Baccarin, who was in Serenity and
she's in Deadpool.
She's in Deadpool. She got a new show called
in V. Remember when they did V?
Yeah, that was a weird reboot.
She's in a lot of things. Yeah.
She was in the last, I think, season of Stargate. So like Stargate was just great.
The last 2, 9 and 10 were the Oni. Yeah, because they blew up the Gould.
Oh yeah,
there was no big bag. So this was supposed to be another outside of the Gould jurisdiction, another alien race that discovered them and now was becoming, because they were more of a religious enslavement thing rather than just labor, literally alien enslaving race. Yeah. I'm excited about it. So
me too.
There's other stuff that we got to talk about. So move on.
Sure. The next big thing, especially for me, is Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda movies moving forward. Obviously, they started filming. Shigeru Miyamoto actually tweeted out set photos of the actual character. So I got that.
That's twisted. That's
twisted. So we got a few set photos here. We got our Link and we got our Zelda. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not upset about this. Like it scared me at first when I saw the original casting, but
Link looks like a Henson brother.
You know what? I'm fine with it. Put a little hat on him, make him go. Ah!
He's the fourth one that wasn't talented. They never let him on stage to play.
So yeah, there's that, and then there's our Zelda, and I'm not upset. Like I thought, I'm. This is a franchise that I was scared that they're gonna fuck up movie wise. Like, how do you do this? Is he gonna be quiet? Is he gonna not talk? Are they gonna make Link talk? Which is weird because you usually don't get that in the games. How do you do this? And it looks like she's wearing the Breath of the Wild blue. He's wearing the traditional green. I think if they don't go with an existing game storyline, like a Breath of the Wild, or like a, like Majora's Mask, or even like Ocarina of Time, if they do their own thing but keep the essence of what a Legend of Zelda movie should be, I think it's going to be good. And
Rosie O'Donnell as Ganon is an interesting choice too, but
she brought her own pig makeup.
Goes with what is that? Real quick, Giddle saying the best part of SGU is how every episode ends with Hitler jumping out of a window. That's Danger 5, my friend. Did you ever watch Danger 5?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Giddle's turned me on to that show. It's fucking funny. The chief of the good guys, whatever, is an eagle. And he always
you know what? I have seen a few.
He always says like disparaging things to all the female soldiers, and then he has weird catchphrases. And every episode Hitler gets away by jumping out of a window. A window just happens to be nearby, and they're like, "Damn it, Hitler got away."
Yeah. The only thing about this Zelda movie is that they made Zelda a girl, so it's kind of throwing me off. But other than that, it's gonna be good.
I think that is a smart choice because I know who they were considering. Wait, were they considering, or was the public trying to push for that other person?
What, Cynthia Erivo?
No, the transgender.
Oh, I think she would have been fine, but I think this looks like good casting. I'm fine with this, so I'm okay with it. Moving on. The only
thing is, wasn't Link supposed to be taller than Zelda?
It depends. Depends on what game. Some games he's shorter, he's taller, he's a kid, he's older. This could be their own thing. Yeah, Hunter Schafer. Yeah,
that
Schafer.
Thing. Yeah,
Hunter Schafer. Moving on. A lot of renewals happening out in the field of television and streaming. Usually we don't get that. A lot of it's just cancel this, cancel that. House of the Dragon has been renewed for season 4 over on HBO.
I've not seen a lick of any of that.
Well, yeah, so HBO sometime in 2028. The third season hasn't even aired yet. It's supposed to come out in summer of 2026. So it's ahead of that. They've renewed it for season 4. It actually came in during a press presentation in New York where the CEO announced that the other prequel series, the new one that's coming, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is also renewed for a second season before it even debuts in January. So they're renewing a few things. Tim Robinson's HBO comedy, The Chair Company, which I still need to watch, has been renewed for season 2. Did you watch it?
I think no, but I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it's over on HBO.
Supposed to be good.
Yep, it's got renewed for a second season as well. The other shows that have been renewed also is we talked about this show about I think 2 weeks ago. Rachel Sennett, new comedy series I Love LA is getting a second season. That one just debuted, maybe 3 episodes. out so far. So first season's out. There is a drama FBI show called Task with Mark Ruffalo that got a second season as well. Twisted Metal has got a third season at Peacock. I still need to finish the second season.
I have a clip that they put out for Twisted Metal.
Ooh, let me see.
Ooh, these are going in my butt.
Yep, I believe that was in the 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that has been renewed for season 3. The co-creator who started the series and served as a showrunner for the first 2 seasons is exiting the show. I don't know if that's good or bad, but David Reed is going to be on board as the showrunner and executive producer for season 3 with an overall deal with Sony Television. Twisted Metal's season 2 debut on Peacock back in July. Apparently, per NBC Universal, the second season has tallied 993 million minutes viewed to date, making it Peacock's second biggest returning original scripted season. So a lot of good shows coming back. It's not going to be an 1899 situation where we get hooked on something and then they cancel it a season in. I know Giddles is in the chat. It's probably just got his hairs on his arm all mad and stuff like that. So
right.
But yeah, some stuff coming back. What's really making me mad is this next story. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles R-rated movie, The Last Ronin, which is one of my favorite recent comics that they put out, is now on hold at Paramount as they start to develop a new live-action, family-friendly version of the Ninja Turtles instead.
Would you say that it's jinxed?
It might be jinxed, especially if it doesn't come out. So right now they're going to do a new live-action film from the studio that did the Sonic the Hedgehog series. No other details have been confirmed, but Paramount reportedly wants a family-friendly take on the Turtle Brothers, known as blah, 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 according to the Hollywood Reporter. The kid-friendly edict in mind, so they're going to really dumb it down instead of putting out the R-rated live-action adaptation of The Last Ronin, which was announced, I believe, last year. The project, based on the bloody and intense graphic novel series, is being developed by former Warner Brothers chief Walter Hamada and screenwriter Tyler Burton. Sources say the film remains in development as a project to revisit in the future, but it likely won't be anytime soon, which is such a bummer because that is a very, very good comic. I suggest if you've never read it, please do.
The black and white one, right?
I don't think it's
Wasn't the original Ronin black and white?
Well, the original,
except for his red band that they would accent some places, I thought it was all in black and white.
The original Ninja Turtle comics back in the day with Kevin Eastman and Laird, those were in black and white, a little more stylized.
Oh, I know that.
The Last Ronin, I think it was in color. There may have been a black and white version, like a special edition. I think I have one that's in color. So. But it's like a future story. 3 of the turtles got killed. Splinter's got killed. It's more of a future thing. And then the identity of the 4th that didn't die, who's got all their weapons and taken on the mantle to fight everybody, was not revealed immediately. And it was a big mystery. It's really, really good. So if anyone needs a good comic or new graphic novel to read, check out The Last Ronin. I highly suggest it.
All right. This is coming in here. Charlie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. $2 super chat. Eric Fan, most online podcasters hate me, racist. Well, I don't know what you are to even attempt to be racist on it, other than I see a red C next to your name. So I'm thinking Cunningham from Happy Days. I don't know.
For the listening audience, Eric is putting his hands up to his eyes and pulling tightly.
No, for the viewing audience, it's actually Jordan doing it, not me. So go and check the video if you want proof of all of that. But very kind of you. Not necessary, but very kind of you, Charlie, nice. for doing that.
Last week, before we had to postpone the show, they dropped the new trailer for Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is going to be out next year. They introduced Brie Larson is going to be Rosalina, and Benny Safdie is going to be Bowser Jr.
How much are they going to shit on this movie because Brie Larson's in this?
Who cares? Brie Larson is a huge Nintendo fangirl. She during this pandemic, she was playing Switch constantly. She's kind of made for this role. Now, if she was in live action, I think people would be pissed off. I think voiceover work, she's going to be fine. So it looks fun. It looks like, more Mario. I don't know why they went to the Galaxy version of everything, but it makes sense since they just put out Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 remaster for the Switch and the Switch 2. So it's kind of nice little tie-in, lets you play those games. Those are probably one of my favorites Mario Brother games that have come out. I believe the original was on the Wii, and then they did the sequel
Galaxy 1 and 2 were both Wii.
Yeah, they were both on the Wii. So
and then they tried to make the second one for the Wii U, and I think that got scrapped. And then they never brought it back until now. You can get it in the Nintendo store, right?
Well, they did an all-star pack where they had a bunch of Mario games, and Super Mario Galaxy was part of that pack. And then they just did a double pack where they did that exact Mario Galaxy 1, and then this is where you can finally get Mario Galaxy 2 since the Wii. So it's the first time you've been able to have it probably in 15 years. So,
but it only works for the Switch 2, right?
No, it's out for the Switch and the Switch 2.
All right, because I'm not buying the Switch 2 anytime soon. So if I can go to the Nintendo store and get, because here's the thing, I loved Galaxy. Galaxy's fantastic. Great. I got the second one, and we were really at the height of doing O&A and stuff, so I wasn't playing a lot of games, and I never opened either I never opened it up or I don't have it. I got to go look at my archives and see if I have it, but I never got to play the second one, so it'd be nice to play the second one.
It's good. It's like they expanded on the worlds. It's like the same mechanics. I think our buddy Brian Shea, he did on his show All Things Nintendo, he talked about the history of Galaxy and Galaxy 2. And it's actually really interesting. So if you guys want to go over there and listen to that I wholly recommend. It's a nice companion piece to knowing more about Galaxy and the history of it and the music and why it developed the way it was. And that was actually really good. So, but yeah, Galaxy's great. So some more video game news. Death Stranding is doing an animated series from Hideo Kojima set at Disney Plus, which is a weird one. They did a Disney's Asia Pacific Originals content showcase in Hong Kong about 2 weeks ago. Kojima made a surprise appearance and announced the new show Death Stranding Isolations, which is a working title, and it's scheduled to hit Disney Plus in 2027. Death Stranding is it's a polarizing game. It's a walking simulator. It's really weird. It's really fun. It's the same guy who did the first, I think, 3, maybe. I think he was not involved in the 4th Metal Gear, but it's got potential. I liked it. The second game just came out earlier this year. It has Norman Reedus in it, Mads Mikkelsen, Lea Seydoux, Mark Qualley's in it, Troy Baker does a voice, and Lindsay Ragnar was in that. I'm curious to see what it is. I love Kojima, so we'll see. And then we're going to round this out with some more video game stuff. This is going to be a good one because we both love Steam. We talk about how Steam's great. It's very accessible. Tons of stuff. Always got a ton of games on sale. Well, Valve last week announced a new Steam Machine console, which looks like a GameCube, a little black GameCube. They're calling it the Gabe Cube for Gabe Newell. But it's a new Steam Machine. And a couple new products, actually. The one is called the Steam Machine. It's actually Valve's second attempt at such an idea. The first was about a decade ago. The Steam Machine is essentially a console version of a Steam Deck. It runs the same software, Steam OS, and will play games from your Steam library while plugged into a TV like a console. The main difference is that of this and the Deck, which I own, is the Steam Machine will be far more powerful. According to Valve, it's 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. Here are the specs. A couple of little things. It's got 2 USB-A ports on the front, 2 USB-A ports on the back, USB-C port on the back. 2 storage options. It's 512 gigabyte SSD and a 2 terabyte SSD. Right now, prices are not being announced. A lot of people are saying it's going to be at least $1,500. $1,000 to $1,500.
Buy a PC then.
It's kind of where I'm at too.
Buy a high-powered gaming laptop. Buy a PC.
Yeah, we'll see.
Why are you going to buy a self-contained? Look, this is more versatile than your typical gaming console. I get that, but why do that to yourself just so you can hook it to a television? Yeah.
The Red Monkey's bringing up a thing right here saying it is a PC. It's a Linux computer. However, I love my Steam Deck. I love the Linux platform. There's a lot you can do with Linux and customization. I've jailbroke mine. I've got tons of back catalog, stuff like that. However, for the average person, they're not going to utilize Linux the way some of us nerds.
If that's the mindset of like, look, it's essentially a PC, but if we can package it so, common folk or people who aren't really into video games, they're just casual players, we could set this up like an Xbox or a Switch or something. We could try to sell it to that audience, that consumer base. The cost is going to drive people away. I mean, people are having hard enough time now. We're going to see going into Christmas. We've been saying it for the year about Switch 2 being over $500, and to buy games and everything else together was what, $1,300?
That's a lot of money
for all
especially
of that.
If you buy two for no reason.
With as wonky as the economy is right now, with people losing jobs in all industries as everything's going up in price because of tariffs or whatever. I don't know how Nintendo's gonna pretty much set the temperature because there's no real hot demand for PlayStation or Xbox this holiday season. It's going to be the Switch for kids and families that don't have the Switch 2. In order to do that, and that price is already scaring people, if you're trying to touch the consumer base that's like, oh, they're used to consoles, you could do it like a console, $1,500 is nowhere near a price that anyone is going to entertain.
Well, and they're saying that might be what the next Xbox console is going to be about, around $1,500, and that one is going to be a hybrid.
That'll be the death of Xbox.
Well, right now the death of Xbox is kind of right now, and I think
the Game Pass change.
Well, and what's happening is that they have to.
Have we got any updates on that, by the way? Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, nothing crazy.
Let's look that. Make a note. Let's look that for next week to see, because it's been a month now. If you were a new subscriber in October, your price went up. If you were a monthly subscriber, it started November 1st. Yeah. If you had a yearly thing, it starts at the end of this year or the end of your subscription year when that price goes up. Let's see if we can find some information. Maybe we get Brian Shea on for the holiday guide after Thanksgiving. Yeah. We can talk to him and see if he's got information about how Game Pass is doing with that because it doubled its price.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 50%
in a year. It doubled its price.
The thing about the Steam thing, you got to realize that the Steam Deck, a handheld, conservatively is around $500, $500 to $600. And that's if you get like this.
If you have the functionality, the freedom, if you will, to program as a PC in a handheld, $500, I could kind of see that price for that. Mm-hmm. $500 for a closed system like Nintendo Switch,
right?
Where the games are at an $80 price point and you're not even getting the physical cartridge anymore for most of that stuff. It's digital downloads. The availability to swap it within your family now, they had to do that because nobody was going to say, oh, you want to play Mario Kart? You got to spend $80 a game to buy it so that everyone in the house can play. Was not going to happen.
Right.
So
I love my Steam Deck. The Steam box is, it's hard to think that it's going to be anything less than $1,000 for that system. And the reason being is that Xbox just put out their handheld system that does, it plays Game Pass games. It does all the stuff streaming. It can justifiably play Epic stuff and things like that. That launched at like $1,000, or it will be launching. I think it's coming. So if that handheld for Xbox I think it's like the ROG Ally or something like that. That's going to be like that box. If it's 6 times more powerful than the handheld that I currently own, I don't conservatively see this being under $1,000.
Lynn Har in the chat saying $1,500 is impossible to justify.
No, it's impossible. It's a lot of shit.
Trying to be nice. It's impossible to justify, and you're correct. There's no way to justify that price.
If you think about it, a new PlayStation now, a PlayStation Pro is going to run you $750 to $800 now, and that's a system that's been the Pro, like the newest version of it, hasn't been out that long. But you got to think, right now, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, big guy, the big box, those things are 5-6 years old now. So if this,
I know, and they upped the price on those,
and they went up. Yeah, exactly. Like they're up at least $250, $300 per system.
Dave Murphy in the chat. Also, you can build a better desktop PC with more power.
Sure.
That's more powerful than for less. Yeah, that's true. Tell that story. About a year, maybe two. Oh, it's going to be 2 years now at this point. Mm-hmm. What was that game that came out that I was all excited about and turned to shit? Star something?
Oh, Starfield. And I get
game
comes. I forgot about that.
The game comes out. I'm all excited. My game kept crashing every 20 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? The video card that I had, apparently this game outdated my technology. Yep. So I had to go and get I upgraded my video card, but I upgraded the video card so much I also had to upgrade my power supply because the power supply couldn't handle what the video card was doing.
It took you forever to get this thing up to playing that game, and then once you played it, you're like, eh.
This game, they changed so much in the game, and I was like, this isn't. It was like pick your own adventure, and then talk. All right, I'm done with this. So I did. I don't even hear anybody talking about that game anymore.
No.
You don't see anybody playing it on Twitch. You don't see stuff online. Nobody's talking about that game. But it made me update my technology because I was like, my computer's still fairly new. What? And then I realized, it's 2023. When did I build my computer? 2019. Oh, it is outdated, but way outdated by today's standards. So, getting something like that, just upgrade your existing PC piece by piece.
Yeah.
It'll be more cost effective, cheaper. Newegg, Black Friday sales are coming up. You'll be able to find all that stuff.
I was going to say, someone was telling Ars Technica that he expects the starting price to be around $800 to $900 for the lower end memory, the 512. And around $1,000 to $1,100 for the 2 terabyte, which I can see.
Red Monkey in the chat saying you can even run Windows on a Steam machine.
You can do everything on a Steam machine.
Well, because it's Linux, you can run anything on it. Yeah.
There's ways around everything.
Yeah. I don't know if I need to put Windows on a Linux machine. There's really no reason to if you can make things operate. The only time I've really seen Linux in action is when people were making their own dedicated servers for streaming movies in their household and things like that, building a dedicated storage unit, that a library access, if you will, for your house, for everything, photos, videos, music, all of that stuff. So
we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's supposed to be launching, I'm thinking next year. They're also doing a VR headset. Everyone's got one now. I'm surprised VR is still a thing.
I still have no interest in. If somebody had it at their house, I would try it.
I have a little VR headset.
I have no access
to play it.
Girk bought a brand new VR headset.
Did he?
And it got delayed another week or so with the shipping. So he's like, "Oh, it's not gonna be until Thanksgiving." I'm like, "You're off of work that entire week.
Yeah, what are you doing?"
That's perfect for you. He's like, because he wants it now.
Yeah.
So he's going to do VR for his streaming thing. I can't wait so that you just see whatever game he's playing, and then his dopey little picture in the corner where he's just going like this.
I want to see Girk play like Beat Saber. Just have him just dancing around.
I want to see Girk play that game where you walk a plank between 2 buildings and freak out. He
just rams his head into his television.
Yeah, all of that scary stuff.
But yep, that's it for the gaming news. Like you said, let's try to get Brian Shea on. I think it would be good to kind of talk about some of this stuff. Randomly, for all you guys who have a Switch or Switch 2, if you're a fan of Tomb Raider, they just shadow dropped the newest Tomb Raider series, the first one, Definitive Edition, on the Switch and Switch 2 for like $17. It's a fantastic game. It was one of my favorite games a couple years back, and if you want to play it handheld on your Switch, that's a great price for something like that. So yeah, go check that out. I'm gonna go buy that this week. So
all right, well, with that being said, Jordan, it is time to do the plugs, and as always, our nation's eyes turn to you.
You can check me out on Instagram, X, YouTube, all that fun stuff at Jinx Ronin. Twitch,
you gotta put your Twitch. Your Twitch is on there. My bad.
Twitch is on there. And then Twitch at Jinx Ronin 79. I have been streaming a few things here and there. I think if Eric and I do some Fortnite, I might throw the stream up there as well, and you guys can watch us play and get led around by a 9-year-old who's way better at that game than us. If you have Amazon Prime and you want to go to our Twitch channel, it's Eric Nagel. Use that free Twitch subscription. Subscribe to our show. Get a free month. Re-up every month. Help us out. Cost you nothing extra if you're already paying for Amazon. And we'd appreciate it.
All right. For me and for the show, all the socials. Why is the thing not coming up? Where did it go? There it is. It's Eric Nagel for me, the show, all of that stuff. Every social media platform, that is the handle. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, do us a kindness, put us at #1 on your presets for said app. If you're on Apple, Spotify, any of those places that you get your finer podcasts, go over there and do us a kindness. Leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. If you want to join us live each and every week as we do this show, why would you? But you should. YouTube and Twitch are the live rooms, all under It's Eric Nagel. Go in there, like and subscribe. Come in, have fun, enjoy, engage in the chat. Be a big shot and fling your money around like the big shot that you are and show all the lessers how rich and powerful you are. And if you can't do any of that stuff and you just want to watch it whenever you get to it, hey, the YouTube channel is there waiting for you. You get full episodes, you get best of clips, you get all this stuff. Starting very soon, the memberships tier will be there. You're going to get the satellite years, past archives of the show, other stuff, maybe even a couple other shows that I used to do will show up on there.
You're on other show?
You'll never know until you subscribe and you see. And as always, tell 2 friends.
And he tells 2 friends.
And she tells 2 friends.
And so on, and so on, and so on.
And that's how we spread the word for the program.
It's like the coronavirus.
Oh, you want that one?
I love that one.
All right, hold on.
I told 2 friends, but that is not enough.
No, it is. 2 friends tell 2 other friends tell 2 other friends. It's like the coronavirus.
There you go.
I can hear him. I just listen. Every time I hear his voice, it just makes me laugh.
All right. We do need to get out of here. So until the next time, everybody.
Be excellent to each other.
And we'll be seeing you.
It's Eric Nagel.
Just promise me we won't do anything else with them. I want to go back to being weird. I like being weird. Weird's all I've got. That and my sweet style.
Alas, we're out of time.
Follow It's Eric Nagel on social media platforms. For ways to watch and listen to the show, or join us for the live shows, head over to itsericnagel.com. Yo, and remember to tell 2 friends, so they can tell 2 friends, and they can tell 2 friends, they can tell 2 friends, they can tell 2 friends. You get the idea.
Keep it real, homies.